up and into the pesky pole. And that's going to go down the line. That one looks like it'll stay fair. And goodbye, home run. The pesky pole.
The 2-2. Swinging a fly ball deep down the right field line, slicing by the pesky pole. And that ball hits the pesky pole, which means it's gone, a home run.
3-2 high fly down the right field line, slicing toward the pesky pole into the corner, and that ball is gone. A green can. Now with a high fly down the right field line, headed toward the pesky pole. Is he going to tuck it inside? Indeed he does. That is gone.
Welcome to another episode of the Pesky Podcast. Man, this is episode 40. I was just looking it up and I'm like, man, we did 39 of these. I'm like, man, this is pretty crazy. But I am your host, the Ritt. With me is my co-host, the man DC, and we have the Pesky Party Girls who've been with us since the beginning of the season. So, DC, let's start with you, man. What's going on? How you been?
I've been well. It's been a little bit since I've been on, but just living life, watching the Red Sox go up and down like I have all season. Getting a little annoying at this point, though. Like some consistency.
Man, I love how Steve Peralt just said they do just enough to get by. It's kind of like, most kids nowadays in school. And, you guys over there, I definitely can probably vouch for that. Just enough to get by. So, Melissa, what's been going on with you? How you doing?
I'm good. Just same old stuff. Just watching the Red Sox and, like DC said, the roller coaster ride. And my kids moved out, so I live alone now, which is weird. It's my first time to live alone since ever. I think ever. Yeah, I don't think I've ever lived alone. So yeah, it's
well,
good.
The whole house is your studio now.
I know. I was like, I could move my studio anywhere, to where on the other side of the house. I'm like, 3,000 square foot of where I can put something.
Fuck yeah, that's awesome.
So, Liz, what's been going on with you? How are you doing?
Oh my God, just here being a mom. I've been busy all week, just working, school my kids. Crying about the Red Sox. Man, today was just painful. So we'll get into that. But it's been a roller coaster of emotions. Hard as like baseball the past couple games. It's just been bad. But we're trying to make it, so we're here.
Yes.
And last but not least, the fiery Christina.
It's been good. Just back to work, back to school. Just busy.
Back to full.
Back to full. Just like Liz and Mel said, just watching the Red Sox roller coaster. But I've learned this: just watch the games. It is what it is. I'll enjoy it much better if I just watch and cheer on my guys without expecting anything, because I just can't take heartbreak anymore. It's just for my mental health, for my everything. I just need to I'm just watching it to enjoy the game. Yeah, it's just what it is. I don't know what else to say. I mean, this season has been it's too much.
Yeah. Well, let's lead off our topics with the man that I called that was going to lead off our lineup at the beginning of the season, Alex Verdugo. 3 games back to back lead off home run. That was crazy. So let's start with DC. What were your thoughts of a man that some never thought was our leadoff hitter, to go and see him 3 back-to-back leadoff home runs?
Yeah, I mean, it was good to see. He was kind of scuffling there before his benching, but he's been turning it back on. I mean, we need him. At this point, without him playing like he did in the beginning of the season, we don't really have a chance, to be honest with you. But yeah, good to see you kind of get back on track. Could have used a little hit from him today, but hey, it's all right. 3 in a row. You don't see that too many times. Yeah,
his defense was well deserved and well needed in this series we had. He robbed a home run. So, Melissa, what about you on Mr. Verdugo?
I just think he saw that Mookie tribute and he was like, I'm gonna show you all. I'm gonna show y'all. And he just came up there and he just did Verdugo things. So when he's on Verdugo things, yeah, it was exciting to see. Very. I mean,
Well,
yeah, good stuff.
I'm kind of hoping he's seen that Mookie tribute and was like, dude, I don't want to have a tribute next year coming in. So
Yeah.
let's start getting let's start getting the ball going a little bit. Liz, what about you?
Oh, I was definitely happy, you know, especially the whole benching and then him being out and whatever speculation was going on, why he was set out of that game with Cora. But seeing him hit that home run and Mookie being in the outfield, not being able to get the ball, to me, that was the best feeling ever. I was like, yes, we don't need Mookie, you know, we have you. So I'm glad for him. And again, just like DC said, you know, we needed him, and his offense and defense has just been great. So I'm hoping. Of course, we didn't get a hit from him today, but still, all those three he made up for it. So I'm really happy for him.
Christina, I know you have something to say.
No, it was awesome. It was awesome to see, him go back to back, lead off those home runs, and the first two were off the first pitch. So that was great. The second one was off the second pitch, but. No, it was good. Like I said, hopefully he would have gotten a better hit today. But I mean, his defense. I'm not gonna lie, the home runs were awesome. I'm more impressed with his defense. He saved a lot of runs for us. All three. I mean, he has been. So I'm happy with him. But I love Doogie. So I mean, it was great to see. Too bad today was just not enough from our whole offense. But other than that. Yeah, I mean, it was impressive. I liked it. It was good.
In case you guys weren't up to speed, Mookie Betts returned this past week. First time in Boston.
I missed that. Did he really?
Okay.
Shit! I watched all the games. I didn't even notice. What the hell?
And sitting there and do you think, the city of Boston, Mookie Betts himself, the whole Red Sox organization, there was too much pressure on Mookie Betts' return for him, for the city, not knowing what was going to happen, even though every time he was up, he got standing ovations. Yeah. Before the games, he went over and he was seen talking to Heim. He was seen, over talking to Ortiz. What were your thoughts and a quick memory of Mookie Betts here? Melissa, let's start with you.
Okay. Well, I dropped my phone. First of all, I was surprised at how shocked he was at the love he received. He really, like hearing him talk about that he was so shocked. I think he maybe thought he was going to get booed. And I'm pretty sure there were some people booing him, but I definitely wouldn't be. But yeah, I was very excited to see him. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of his. I named my dog after him. Christina's rolling her eyes. But I am, and I always will be a fan of Mookie. I just fell in love with him when he was on our team. I mean, I loved his attitude, his strength. I just loved it. And so it was good to see him. I actually thought he was going to do way more things than he did. So good thing, not good for us, but good for him when he was here this time. So I was actually glad that he only got one home run out of that series. But yeah, I was actually not one. Somebody gave me a ticket to the first game, but of course I couldn't get up there. So I did a giveaway and gave it away. But yeah, it was exciting. I was showing earlier, like I think I talked about this before, but this broke my bobblehead. My Mookie bobblehead broke. And so I was hoping that would be like a sign that he would like really suck, during the series, but that didn't happen.
No, he went in a 3-game series, 7 for 15, 4 ribbies, 5 runs scored, and of course that big home run that we've seen many, many times when he was here in Boston. DC, what about you with the thoughts on Mookie and one of your most fond memories?
I'll start with the fond memory just in case so I don't forget at the end. But I'd say, I mean, probably a lot of people's was that walk-off home run with the Eckersley's call saying it's time to party. That was a huge hit. That was kind of, I think that was that was the year they won the World Series, wasn't it?
2018.
Yeah. I mean, I think at that point it was just kind of, I mean, I've seen a lot of people say this as well. You just kind of knew something special was going to happen that year, especially with that game. So that's probably one of my favorite memories of him. Overall, I mean, I'm glad that the fans embraced him. He deserves it. I think, ultimately he wanted to be in Boston. I think he was lowballed. And I think the front office dropped the ball on that. So, I mean, brought some sad feelings, to me, because obviously he's one of my favorite players. He's amazing. He's a franchise player. It's tough to lose a talent like that. And he did a lot for the community as well in Boston. So, and he performed well. It's kind of fitting. He hit a home run over the monster. Glad it, like Melissa said, it was only one, but 7 for 15, that's solid for an emotional return, especially with everything that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. A quick thing about the dropping the ball on the deal. I love how Mookie, and here we are 3 years later, and they're still asking him about,
was that Cotillo?
Was he,
I think it was.
What was he offered the 300? And he goes, I think that's something John Henry can answer.
Yeah, he's like John Henry can answer that one.
High Bloom can answer. Like, I honestly think that he was lowballed, and I honestly think they were never going to pay him anything near that. And to sit there and think that we could have had Mookie on our team right now, heck, he's doing with the Dodgers what he could have been doing for us, playing second base and still, having a great arm. So, Christina, well, what about you? Your thoughts on Mookie and one of your most fond memories?
Well, my most fond memory would be the same one that DC said, because that's just my most, and then of course when they would end the game and dance in the outfield, I always love that.
Dance repeat.
I'm a little bit different though. I love Mookie. When he was on our team, he was one of my favorite players. But I don't know if it's just because I've been through this for so long. I do get invested in players, but once they leave, and I'm fine with it. It hurts for a minute, but then I build a bridge, I get over it. That's just me, because it's a business. So like, it killed me when he left, but I got over it. I wasn't as hyped as everybody, like starting all this stuff about, oh, Mookie's back. I was like, he's back, fine. He's not on our team no more. He's not, like whatever happened, they didn't offer him. Yes, I wish they would have offered him the money. Yes, I wish they would have offered Bogey money. They didn't. And see, I love my Red Sox. I don't love one player. Like, okay, yes, I love Yoshi, but I mean, once you're on my team, you're my team. Once you leave my team, you're no longer part of my team. You're done. You're gone. I wish you were with me, but you're not. I love my team. So, but I think that's just been because I know it's a business and stuff. Yes, I wish Mookie was still with us. Yes, I wish Bogey was still with us, but they're not. And so I'm just the type that I've learned that if I get to invest it and cry and be sad about it, because my daughter's a big Mookie fan. Like, she was literally crying Friday when she saw Mookie back at Fenway. And of course I was like, it's okay, baby. I understand. It's your Mookie. But I didn't shed a tear. Like, I didn't feel any emotion. And it's not because I'm mean. It's just because, like, I'm a Red Sox fan through and through. This is my team. So, like, as much as I hate Aaron Judge, if Aaron Judge would be on my team this year, I fucking love Aaron Judge because he's on my team. But I'm a Red Sox girl. This is my team. Once you leave my team, yes, I wish you were still here. Yes, he would have contributed a lot for us this season, but I can get over it. Like, you're not with me no more. I'm cheering for my team. So I was different. All the hype on Twitter and all the things, I was like, oh my God, I'm over this. I get it. He's coming back. First time in Fenway. Yay. Okay. Yeah. And I was so happy they gave him a standing ovation because he deserved it. He brought us a championship. You know, he deserved the standing ovations. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong. That I agree with. But I'm not one of those like I said, I love Yoshi. I love him. But if he leaves, I'll get over it because he's not my team no more. Now I love my team. It's just very hard for me to, and I don't know, I've been like that because when, like, back in the day when Ellsbury left, it killed me. And I got so invested in these things, and I've just learned that I'm not doing this anymore. Y'all are laughing at me, so I'm done.
No, we're not laughing. You're laughing. DC was changing his background.
Oh,
Yeah, but I didn't mean to press it. Then I realized.
sorry.
I was like, all of a sudden, DC was in some other
Yeah.
house.
No. But you know how you get so invested and then they leave and it like breaks your heart and it hurts. And I've just learned to like build a bridge and let it go. And I would never boo him though. I would never boo Mookie because he was amazing for our team. He doesn't deserve to be booed. You know, he deserved the standing O, like I said. But other than that, I mean, it's okay. You know, he's not on our team. And he's not the reason we're not winning. Yes, he would have contributed a lot, but it's not one player. A team is not one player. He's not the reason. The reason we're where we're at is because our defense sucked ass this year. Our pitching, we had a lot of injuries. Our pitching staff sucked ass this year. Our base runners, because apparently our guys never learned how to run the bases, sucked ass this year. And so because of all this other stuff, that is why we're losing. It's not because of one player. It's not. But it is what it is. And I'm glad he did good. I'm glad it was just one home run. But I didn't have the same feelings as everybody else. Like I said, I just didn't. I mean, I was glad he got a standing O, like I said. But other than that, I wasn't like, oh my God, Mookie's back. He's a Dodger. I'm a Red Sox girl. I wish him well, but I'm cheering for my boys, and that's just how I am. I don't mean to sound ugly or mean, and I hope people don't take it like that. That's just who I am.
Liz?
Well, I had to bring something down. I had to bring something
Yes,
down.
I have all the Mookie stuff.
So I'm gonna steer
I never
away.
bought
Yes.
any.
I'm gonna steer away.
I'm
you
wearing
know,
mine.
I still wear all
know,
my Mookie stuff.
extra stuff. I was one of the ones. I'm never gonna get over Mookie. Till this day, it could be 3-4 years.
Never.
It bothers me. And although we are supposed to be a team, I think that having him, even if our defense sucked, I think that he would have contributed a lot more. Maybe we would have been in a different place as we are right now. So to me, to see Mookie in there, to see him hit that home run, to see the standing ovation, and just being reminded how they used to do their little dance in the outfield with Bradley and Benintendi, like, every time I see that video that everybody's been playing, I want to cry because, and I've seen him every time he comes here and plays with the Braves. As a Dodgers fan, I have been to the games. I have been there, not because I like the Braves, not because I like the Dodgers, because I follow Mookie and I'm there to support him. Yeah, to cheer him on. And I mean, knew that he was going to be such a great player, and for the Red Sox organization to drop the ball like that on such a good player, because look at how he is. And I don't know if you guys saw the little interview that they did, I think it was yesterday with him, on Friday. When they asked him how did he feel about this game, he said, oh, it was just a regular game. That was like a stab in my heart. I was like saying, yeah, whatever, I'm here. Like, I know
because it's a business. He's a Dodger. That's his team now. He's got to support the Dodgers.
And I know he feels some type of way coming back to Fenway, knowing that this is the place where maybe he wanted to be. Because who knows, if he really wanted to be, there's just talk about he didn't even want to stay with the Red Sox. They lowball him, whatever the case is. Just thinking about how they lowball you as a player and you knew that you were worth that much and they did that to you, I think that would make me feel some type of way. Just coming back and having all those emotions. But he was good at what he did. He still had his stank face, like always. That face that he had. So to me, it was bittersweet. Like, I was like, man, Mookie. But it is what it is. But I'm always gonna get emotional. So every time I see Mookie, I'm like, what would have happened if he was with us now? Like, where would we be? So that's where So I love Mookie. I don't care what nobody says. I'm gonna cry forever.
Me too. Yep.
Me personally, my favorite, most fond memory of Mookie is when he robbed that home run in the against the Astros in the playoffs and snapped
I was at that game.
Yep, snapped it right out of those fans' hands. I was just like, I loved it. I remember, and it was late, and I was up late, and I was watching. I'm like, man, like, that's his talent. I love that. Quick question, and I'm going to go around the horn real quick. You can only keep one. Xander or Mookie? Which one?
Easy.
DC?
Sorry.
It's pretty easy. I'm going to go Mookie by a landslide.
Melissa?
Mookie. That hands down.
Christina?
Mookie.
Oh, and well, we know Liz.
That's my man. Mookie, yes.
Yeah, like I said, I love Mookie when he's on our team, and he is an awesome player. And I wish he was on our team now. I just try not to get so invested, like I said, because I don't know. My heart's been broken too much, and so it's just like I said. And I don't believe all the hype that, oh, if he wanted to stay here, he would have stayed. No, it's a business. You're going to go where you're going to make more money. If they hired me, the district 8 miles down the road hired me to teach for $20,000, $30,000 more a year, you bet my ass I'd be driving 8 miles every freaking day down the road to go teach there because it's a business. So I don't believe all that hype about, oh, well, if he wanted to be here, he would have been here. No, it's a business. He's going to do what he thinks is what he deserves. He was worth that money, and he was worth that money. And so, like I said, he did what was right for his career, for his family. Simple as that. He did what was right for his career and his family. He's an amazing player and stuff. Friday, like I said, I was excited that he was back. I gave him his standing and then I was like, okay, let's go. I want to win the game. Like it's done. I don't know.
Well, Christina, you went and mentioned earlier some of our season blunders. Bad pitching, injuries, poor defense. But in this series, it was some bad base running that got to us yet again.
Yes.
So let's start with you, Melissa. Who's to blame for our poor base running?
I think it's the people that are on base. I mean, I know that the coaches have something to do with it, but these guys have been playing long enough. They should know where to go and what to do. Those people are there to maybe guide them because maybe they can't see, they're in a different position to, okay, go or not go. But when it comes down to it, it should be the player that's on base that should know where they should go next for the most part.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. I was watching with Wong getting caught and getting that last out. We could have went into loaded.
He was going angry.
With Garita up to bat, it would have been Garita up to bat with bases loaded.
God, I'm getting
big difference in that game.
I'm all mad.
And there was so many people bashing Feblis, saying like, "Oh, is Feblis there?" No, I'm sorry. I agree with Mel. Wong is grown. He's played this game. He knows who his runner is in front of him, which was Casas, right?
Yeah, Casas.
He's not super fast. You play that kid safe because we would have had bases loaded. That was Wong's mistake. That was not a coach's mistake. That was all on him. I'm sorry, but it was. And I love Wong. But that was all on him. That was his fault. He messed up, and he knows it. I mean, he owned it. Yeah. He knows that that was his blunder. Yeah. That was his mistake. It was nobody else's. Nobody else was to blame, but him. And that could have changed the whole outcome of that first game because then you have Garita coming up bases loaded. Makes a big difference. You don't know. He could have. I'm not saying he would have hit a grand slam, but he could have hit a double. He could have brought 2 runs in. We don't know. They could have walked him. They could have hit Garita, which would have brought the run in at third. We don't know, but so much more could have happened, and we completely took that out of their hands. And they got off easy, because of a base running mistake. That was all to blame on. That was all us. It was nothing that their defense did. It was just us. We handed them the out.
DC, what would you think about the lack of great base running that we've been having?
It's annoying, man. It just gets frustrating to watch. Fortunately for me, I was actually listening to that on the radio, so I didn't actually see it. So I think it didn't really piss me off as much as it still pissed me off. Yeah. But if I would have saw it live time, I probably would have threw my phone or something. Not really. But but yeah, I think it's ultimately on the players. You're the one that's out there, like they said. These are grown men. They've been playing the game a long time. To round second base with your head down. When have Casas in front of you, that's not really being aware of your surroundings or the situation that's going on. So yeah, I think it's nothing but on the players. I think the coaches probably give them enough opportunities to work on the base running, when they're not playing games in practice and such. So if you're on the field, you guys got to pay attention. You got to be better. I think we'd probably have so many more wins. I could even guess how many more we'd have if it wasn't for the errors in the base running. Very frustrating.
That's what hurt us a lot. Yeah.
Yep. Maybe, just maybe tomorrow they could sit there and do kids run the bases and maybe have the kids teach them how to run. Because some of those guys like just don't like you're looking ahead. Okay, I get it. You're in the moment. You want to sit there and produce, but you got to be smart. You got to know who's behind you, and you got to know how many outs there are, and you got to know where the ball is. Like, there's so much goes into baseball. You got to know who's going to be able to, who can throw you out, who can't throw you out, what someone's arms like. Like, to do what Wong did, he was absolutely wrong. I mean, wrong. So
that was some long base running.
Yeah.
And it was so sad because, you know, I'm watching that game, we're losing, and we're starting to make that little rally right there in that inning, you know. And Verdugo got that hit, and I'm not, you know, me being me, I jump up and I'm going, yes, and then I'm like
celebrating.
I was fucking celebrating because Verdugo got the hit, so I'm jumping up going, yes, and then, you know, they flash to where they're getting long, you know, so they caught him in the hot, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm like, I was like, are you serious, dude? All we needed was like stay on base, and we were rallying, and you just gave them the out, and I was like, so after that, when we lost, I was like, we deserve to lose. Not to sound ugly, but I mean, you know, you can't make those mistakes, and then I don't know, they're just too many little simple errors this year. The base running,
not even minors.
You know, those errors, the base running. You know, when we had Kike, all the errors at short, Garita, all the errors at third base. Just, I don't know.
And then Devers will like make amazing catch that like a lot of people can't do. Like he'll make a play that's wonderful, but then
that's tough.
He makes
and then the easy out.
He's
easy out
errors.
Routine, yeah. And it's just,
sometimes I think Devers has like a split personality on defense.
I think he has ADD, and somebody should get him some Adderall. Like that thing needs to happen. Like
focus,
or he needs to like microdose or something.
His focus needs more focus.
You're right.
Like his focus needs more focus.
In Houston, like at the game 3.
Yeah.
No, game 3 though, I'm watching him and he's talking to everybody, and I'm like,
oh Lord,
look, watch what's going on.
And Mel just yelled, she's like, Devers, pay attention. And the very next thing he gets an error, she's like, God damn it, I told you to pay attention. She's like so pissed.
Like,
yeah, because he's literally talking to the third base coach of the Astros.
Yeah.
He's just over there, like literally in the game, guys. But y'all aren't seeing this. We're watching, and Mel's like, Devers, pay attention, be ready.
I'm like, look, watch
and
the
then
game.
the very next hit, he got an error. Very next hit, and I was like, and
he
hit it right
heard
too when
me.
he made an error.
He heard me. I just should
Mel's
have said it in
like-
Spanish, I guess. Like, you know.
Yeah, I should have said it for you, Mel. I'm sorry.
She was yelling at him. I was like, you have to say it in Spanish.
I was like, I forgot. So I'm yelling in Spanish now. Oh, yeah.
But
yeah.
Liz, what were your thoughts on the bad news Bears base running?
Oh my God! Just like Christina was saying, I was celebrating when Verdugo got that hit. I was like, yes, we're gonna. And then I'm like, what the fuck just happened? I was like, what are you doing? And just like everybody's saying, I mean, these are grown men. We are in the Major League Baseball. This is not minors. This is not trial. This is not high school. I mean, you know, we are here. You should know how to play. You guys are practicing every day. So what is going on here? Why is it that you guys are not getting it together? Why is it that you guys are not, you know, working as a team? And the whole thing with Carita, that really does bother me, that he can be so off sometimes in the base, and you hear him, you see him talking and smiling and laughing. And I'm like, bro, save that for after the game, for when you're celebrating, for when you're winning. But while you're there, like, pay attention, because you blink and you can easily miss a ball. Like, he has done so many errors lately, it's not even funny. And the hitting, he has been good at hitting, but his errors, I mean, how many errors is he at? Is he going to be like Kike?
18.
He's passed Kike a long time ago, baby. He passed Kike a while back.
Yeah.
And for him and for you to be the hitter, I mean, like, it's really frustrating when they make those little errors that you know damn well that you make.
But can we agree this season? I mean, it's been just so many different things. It's been the errors, the base running, and I've lost count. How many times from game 1 to this game have we had bases loaded and not got a thing out of it.
Oh,
Like I literally feel like we're the team. Like if there was some stats out there, we're probably the team that has left the most bases loaded throughout the season without capitalizing anything. I'm bases loaded sometimes with no outs, and I'm just like, just a sac fly, just bring me the one in on third base. It's just one out. Come on, no, it'll be strike out, double play, nothing. You know, bases loaded. In Houston, Carita came up to bat, bases loaded. We were down by 1 run, 4-3, bases loaded, no out. And I'm looking at Mel going, please, Carita, just sac fly. If you don't get a hit, just at least sacrifice fly. Just bring that tie and run in, changes the whole ball game. No, strikes out, next one, boop, double play, out, bases loaded, nothing. I'm like, I don't know how many times this season our team has had bases loaded and not capitalized. Not even a sac fly, nothing. It's like we have they have got so many teams have gotten out of a jam against us with bases loaded. I just feel like that because to me it has happened from the beginning of the season to now. There have been so many times we've left bases loaded. I mean, we left 13 runners stranded at Monday's game against the Astros, and then I think we left like 14 or 15 at Tuesday's game. I'm like, that's a lot of runners left on base. Like it really is. I was like, ooh. I don't know. We just haven't been able. It's like one game we click and everything's going right, and then it's like the next game.
Yeah, like we said, we are consistently inconsistent.
Consistent,
That
exactly.
is that's our
consistently inconsistent.
We are consistently inconsistent. That is the one thing we are consistent about is being inconsistent.
It is,
and that is
like you said,
to be known for. That is horrible that we are known for that.
They're that horrible. You're right though. It's a horrible relationship where it's like, I'm done with you. I'm not taking this anymore. You fucked with me too many times, and then they're like, baby, I'm sorry. We're gonna win this game 17-1, and you're gonna forgive me. And I'm like, oh yeah, I forgive you, baby. You scored 17 runs, and then we're gonna fucking lose because we're gonna do a bad base running mistake, and I'm fucking done. And then you're gonna win again, and I'm gonna be like, okay, baby.
Yeah. And I was there for the 17-1, and it was hilarious. Like it was funny. It was actually very funny. Whenever they brought Maldonado, when they brought Maldonado out to pitch, there was a guy keeping score, like doing the scorebook, whatever, and he like they're like going they're yelling at the going, that was a strike, that was a strike,
throw the knuckleball,
joking around. Yeah, they were like that was this, but like they're like, you know, that was so
throw a knuckle, that's a knuckleball, but but I mean they do, you know, and then we like the Blue Jay series, remember we got swept, we're like, it's over. Season's over.
My God, that was
then they
horrible.
come back. They sweep the Yankees. Okay, baby, you're doing better now. I forgive you. I'm back, honey. I'm back. It's like they sent us a dozen roses. Oh, okay, you sent me flowers. Okay, I'll forgive you. And then they mess with you again, and you're like, I'm done. I'm not taking you back. You cheated on me again. I'm done. And then they come back with their little eyes, and they're like, "But we scored 17 runs for you." Okay, baby, I'll be back.
Yeah, that was a Range. That was a Range Rover with a bow on it, with a new diamond ring sitting on the seat when I opened the door. Yeah. That's what that game was. That's what that was.
And then you're like, "Okay, baby."
Yeah, I'm like, oh,
we were on oxygen one day. We were on oxygen.
Yes.
Breathing
the only toxic relationship I have is with the freaking Red Sox. I wouldn't take this shit from anybody else but these goddamn players on this team. I would do this.
I know. I told the guy, Steve, that I went to the game with, the third and fourth game in Houston. I said, you know, I'm like, it's no wonder I stayed in a marriage for 13 years, like not even being happy because I'm a Red Sox fan. So to me, it's like, well, I mean,
this is normal.
This is normal. You stay in a relationship like this, even if you're not happy, because you're just what you do. Because I've been a Red Sox fan where I'm just loyal, and that's what you do. So yeah, but no, do not. You can have this toxic relationship with the Red Sox, but do not allow a human being to. Don't be in a toxic relationship with. I mean, not that
the Ritt's just over there laughing. He's like, these girls are going crazy.
Sorry.
These girls are goddamn nuts.
Let's give them
because I'm just sitting there. I'm like, I was gonna title this episode "Thanks for the Memories," but I'm thinking I might switch it up to "This is our toxic relationship."
It is.
Stockholm syndrome.
I swear.
Look at DC. DC's like, I'm
Stockholm
just eating
syndrome.
here because I can't
Yeah.
take it anymore.
I
It's like,
swear.
whatever.
They drive me to eat. They drive me to drink. I gained 20 pounds during the freaking season because I'm either eating or drinking. God
It's
dang it.
literally, it's literally Stockholm syndrome. If you do not know what Stockholm syndrome is, it's where you get kidnapped or something, or and are abused, and then you fall in love with your captor. So that is basically, in essence, what being a Red Sox fan is. If you are a loyal fan, you have Stockholm syndrome because they treat you so bad, and then you're like, "I love you so much," and they're like, "Well, I don't care about you. I'm gonna."
Well, yeah, like
on your
I
heart.
tweeted because Monday and
Good drink.
Tuesday, the games in Houston that we lost were, whatever. I was like, whatever. Then Wednesday, that's when, we came back, we won. And who hit the home run? I think it was Duvall.
Yes.
And they showed all
when
our
they went
guys
to
in the
put up
dugout.
the foot. Wait, we have to
The
talk
third
about
game.
the thing. Oh, the third. Yeah, the third game is the foot
And-
thing. Remember?
Yeah, and he's smiling. I mean, they show the dugout and everybody's smiling, and I'm like, my relationship with them, it's like I'm done with them until they
Yeah,
smile. I
yeah.
see them smile in the dugout, and it's like a little girl at a
Yeah,
K-pop
like,
concert, like,
oh.
I'm so bad.
Okay. So at the
God.
game when Duvall's foot got hurt, like when he got hit with that.
Yes,
whatever.
that
So
was that
I
one.
tell the guy next to me, oh shit, he's mad now. He's fixing to hit a home run, and then
And at the same time,
she is at home saying the same thing to her husband.
At the same time, I text my
Duvall,
husband,
good
oh,
job,
they
good job.
done pissed him off. He's
Yep.
about to go touch them all Duvall now.
Yep,
And so
touch 'em all,
we both at the
Duvall.
same time.
Yeah, touch them up. Sockaddicts.com. Get you a shirt. But yeah, so then we're like, woo! Yeah. Yeah.
For that. This is what I
And
have
the
to my
guy-
day every time I'm sad, y'all.
Yeah.
That's crazy, okay?
That
This
is
what
the
happens when
cure.
we're
That is the
grateful.
treatment for Red Sox PTSD. It is alcohol.
Oh,
Your liver
God.
will, might not survive, but at least your sanity will. I mean, if you don't have your sanity, you don't need a liver. Like, just saying.
Eh,
You don't need to. No, yeah, you don't have to have it. Like, yeah, whatever. Oh,
Well-
my gosh. Anyway, sorry we took over your show.
Sorry,
Oh
Ritt.
no. Hey, it's okay. We do have what they say is the toughest schedule left of the wild card teams.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So just to name we have 3 more in Houston.
Oh,
We got 3 in Kansas City, which could go either way.
and
We have
then
3
Yeah,
at
because-
Tampa because we haven't played Tampa and seen them for quite some time.
I hate them.
DC knows this one. We got 3 against Baltimore. Here we go into one of those games.
Oh,
I'm excited.
yes.
Yay.
We
2
got
weeks.
4. We got 4 against the Yankees. So hopefully they're still the same Yankees.
Say it
3
in
and-
tow, please. Say
Say it ain't so.
We got 3 more against Toronto. We got 3 against Texas. We got 3 against the White Sox, which we need to sweep them.
Lord.
2 more at Tampa,
And
then-
4 more.
and then 4
Baltimore.
to finish the season out in Baltimore, which I will be going to one of those games, taking my stepdaughter for her birthday present that she doesn't know.
Awesome.
And I can say that because she doesn't listen to the podcast.
So you just fucked
You
yourself.
hope.
But,
Right.
listen,
No,
good.
No, don't worry. She don't listen to this
Find it.
podcast. No, I'm
You
just
don't
kidding.
listen to this podcast. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, we do.
My
We
she
do.
will
We
sit
have-
there and listen to it.
This one. We have a very tough schedule. We're 4.5 games back out now. We've got 3 against Houston. I mean, praying
Well,
that we could sweep
well.
them and be 1.5 guys
Yeah,
back.
that'd be
But
amazing.
I
Well,
mean,
Yeah. The way the season has gone so far,
but
we do well against these teams that are good, and we do horrible against these teams that suck. So
yeah. But right
can
now
only
we've been
Oh, yeah.
doing horrible
Mhm.
against everybody because
Mhm.
Houston's a good team and we did it. We split it, but it was not very good.
Mhm.
Dodgers are a very good team and we lost the series to them. So
Yeah.
right now we just stinking ass.
Mhm.
So
We'll beat the Astros and then Kansas City. I want to say that should be easy, but then again, that's always a 50-50 chance. And then with
Yeah.
the Rays, I wish that we could beat the Rays because y'all know I hate Rosarena's face. I hate it. Stop. Every time I see this, it just makes me cringe every time.
Mhm.
But
They don't got Franco right now, so that's good.
well,
Wander
during
Franco,
during today's game, they sit there and
I mean,
said
Craig Teed, or what's his name? Franco, right?
Yeah.
Craig Teed. Oh God.
I got him mixed up. Sorry.
Good.
But they sit there and said that 90 games should get you in the postseason for the wild card spot. That means I think they said we got to finish 21-11 to finish out the season. Oh, there's a chance.
I'm Dumb and Dumber, so you're telling me there's a chance.
So,
That's me, Dumb and Dumber over here. They throw me in every time.
What are your thoughts, man? With the schedule we have remaining, do you think we can sit there and pull it off?
I mean, I always think we can pull it off. Unfortunately, I think that way even when we can't. But we need to take advantage of the Royals, White Sox, Yankees. I think we need sweeps out of them, to be honest with you, to keep up. The Mariners are on goddamn fire, and Houston Astros are the Astros. You know who they are. They're going to play well. And then the Rays and the Orioles. I think the Orioles is one of the best teams in the league, and they scare the shit out of me. Even without Bautista, he just went down. We don't know how long, but that lineup is powerful, and their pitch or their bullpen just keeps showing up. Next man up. It's crazy. But what scares me is I feel like we always do pretty terrible in Kansas City for some reason. I don't think we play well there. So that series scares me. I think we need to take at least 2 out of 3 this next series to even, consider us in it. Because Astros are the people we are chasing. So if we have a bad series, we're pretty much finished, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Oh man.
We definitely need wins against the Yankees and the White Sox. That's 7 games there of the 21 they project we need. If we can take 2 out of 3, that's 9 wins of the 21 projected. But man, I don't know. Playing Tampa Bay 5 times, playing Baltimore 7.
That's rough.
Texas 3 times, Houston 3. That's good. That's tough, man.
It's a very tough schedule.
Can we make up ground against Toronto? Okay, yeah. They're ahead of us. Well, it's pretty much we hold our own destiny in our hands, because everybody that we play, except for we don't play the Mariners anymore, is ahead of us in the wild card. So
and the thing that sucks is that all the tough games are on the road. You got the Yankees and White Sox at home. I don't know if you said that, so I apologize if you did. But yeah,
no, I didn't. So, but man, and no one likes playing down in Tampa.
Oh,
that ballpark's a
Trop
shithole.
Field is the worst.
It's absolutely, and the rules they have down there for balls are ridiculous. Where if it touches something, it's
can't touch those balls, baby.
Yeah, can't touch the balls.
A, B, C, D. If it's C here, it's this. If it's B, it's this. If it's A, it's cat. Well, it's the stupidest thing ever.
But Liz, what are your thoughts on the rest of the schedule?
Man, it's rough. It's rough to say that we might not make it. And I want to be as realistic as I can, because at the end of the day, I don't want to see you and just be crying in a corner. But I mean, we do the Astros. I'm hoping that also with the White Sox. I'm worried about Tampa Ray. I mean, I am worried about the Rays, to be honest with you. The Orioles, they're number 1 right now, and they are pretty good. So about the Yankees right now, because they won 1 game and they have lost like 9 back to back. So who are they right now? They're nobody. So I'm not even worried. But then again, the Red Sox, they're known for, we kind of win 1, then we're on the winning streak, and then we're like back to losing. So it is kind of hard to predict. I'm hoping that we win at least 9 games and kind of just barely make it, but at least just hanging on by a little string. But it'll just be really hard to see them blow the next couple games. So I'm going to stay positive, but also, just kind of be like, well, it is what it is, because we're just so far into it right now that we just need to win every game, to be realistic. To win, to be in the walk, we just need to win every game. Is that game? Is that possible?
Pretty much, it's do or die now. Yeah,
maybe
miracles do happen. But the way we're playing, we just gotta be better at it. No errors. no errors, no men stranded. We can't leave bases loaded and not show up for it. Like, that's definitely a big no. And we just can't be counting on home runs. We do have home runs, but we need insurance runs. We need to have that big lead. So I'm just gonna be hoping for the best, guys.
Well, Liz, you touched a little subject, so we're gonna sit there and fast forward and go right into what DC and my favorite game is: fair or foul.
Love the
Right.
fair foul.
So, first question, and we'll start with you, Liz. The Red Sox count too much on the home run.
I want to say it's fair. They count too much on that, and they shouldn't. I mean, we do need actual runs, like, hit run, like, get more runs. Just don't count on that. And as much as it sucks, we hang on to that, but we just need to take big leads. So fair to say that.
DC, what about you?
I'm going to say fair, but I say that because we run into outs every single time, so we have to hit home runs or else we're just going to screw ourselves. But yeah, I think we do count it too much. Like they were saying, we need insurance runs. We need those timely knocks that just aren't bombs every single time because it's just not sustainable. So I'm going to go fair.
Melissa?
Agreed. Fair. I definitely agree. Yeah. I mean, we definitely need good playing all around. And plus, we don't get enough home runs. I mean, maybe if we got like tons of home runs every game, then maybe that might be okay. But you can't do that. It's not, like you said, not sustainable at all.
Yeah.
Christina?
I'm going to change it up. I'm going to say foul. I don't think they do count on the home run a lot. I think as fans, when they come up with bases loaded and stuff, we're probably hoping for one. But I think, to be honest, Carita, when hasn't been slumping, has come through with some hits. JT has come up with home runs, but to me, JT has also come up with a lot of doubles for us. Casas, Rough Snyder when he's played. So to me, I don't think we count on the home run. I think we have. I just don't think we're coming out with hits at all. I mean, like, we're not hitting enough. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not just not home runs. I'm saying just an actual base hit in general. But I'll change it up and say foul because I don't know. I don't feel like this team has just been counting on the home run's going to get them out of it. I think they're trying for base hits and stuff, but we've just been hitting into double plays and stuff, not hitting them in the gaps where they should be. But that's what we're trying to do, but it's just not working. So I will say foul.
I will go fair because I think instead of doing if the bases are loaded, you have runners on first and third. Anytime you have runners on base, instead of just hitting the ball, in a gap, they try to swing for the fences too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can bring home 2 runs and be sitting on second, or you could hit a fly ball out and let your runner stranded. So me personally, I think that's fair. They just count too much on it. We're going to sit there and go next. The Red Sox will win the Astros series 2-1. Okay. Liz, let's start with you.
Fair. I have hope that they will. As long as, they are playing hand on hand and none of these errors are coming back and they're actually watching what errors they're made, trying to hit the ball, again. I think it's fair to say that we could, and I'm hoping that we will. So fair. I'm going to be positive, guys. With my liquor next to me.
Christina?
Ritt, don't get mad at me, but I'm going to pass because I'm too superstitious. So I hate to say what I think about a game because I feel like I jinx it. So I can't pick if we're going to win 2 out of 3 or not. I hope so. But I ain't going to say anything about it because I'm too scared.
I respect
Melissa.
Because last time Mel called a sweep and we lost. No, I'm just kidding.
Was that on the? Oh yeah. Anyway,
I love you, Mel.
I'm gonna lie and say fair. That's what I say. I'm gonna lie and say because that's I'm not. Yeah.
Oh, I'm too superstitious to pick.
You know, like I want to be optimistic. I really do, because honestly, I did not think we would even split that last series with them. I did not. I thought that I really deep down thought they would sweep us. And
See, I thought we'd
they didn't. They didn't. So
I was praying for 3.
I
but
will
thought we'd
say fair.
Yay!
DC, what about
even if I
you?
don't believe it.
I'm gonna go fair. I think we have 2 good matchups as far as pitching. We got Sale tomorrow, Bayo Tuesday. Sorry, I got my days mixed up. And I'm not sure who pitches for us on Wednesday. I don't think that's announced.
TBD. It's TBD.
It's probably going to be Cutter
TBD.
Crawford.
Yeah, I mean, depending who they throw
You know
out
our
there,
pitcher TBD.
Yeah, depending who they throw out there, the third game, Cutter's been pretty decent recently. So I think he can hold his own.
Yeah.
But the first 2 pitchers, Javier and I'm gonna butcher his name. How do you say his name? Your kitty or
France.
Oh,
I think France was game 2, wasn't he?
France's game 2, unless he's got a different disguise
Yeah.
on.
Oh, damn,
It's Javier, France,
my
and
Apple lied to
Urgidi.
me then.
But how do you
Javier
say
Franz.
that guy's name though?
No, it's
That
Javier.
other
Oh,
Giddy?
yeah, Javier.
No, how do you say it?
and-
Yeah,
It's Valdez.
No, not Christina. How do you say that guy's
Javier,
name?
France. Oh, Urgidi?
Yeah, okay. I did not know how you say that name.
Yeah, they have
You got to
the guy
roll
you
the
just said. They have
R,
his game 2, and then
You got to roll it.
Javier game
Urgidi.
1. But anyway, I can only
Urgidi.
say 2 out of 3.
Roll your eyes.
I think we can. I'm just scared to say it.
I'm going to sit there and say foul. I say the Astros take 2.
I'm coming for you if we lose.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's gonna be all your fault. All your
Well,
fault.
hey, you're not going to like my next part. I think that we're going to lose
shoot.
because I'm not optimistic that Devers will not hit an IL stint.
Oh yeah, I don't know. If he's
Yeah.
back. Hey, but how about
But
him
we
playing
can be
short for a
okay.
little bit?
I mean, Devers does. We do need him. Don't get me wrong, but we can be okay without him. We've
We
got
can.
other
I
guys
agree.
in our lineup that
I agree.
can do just as well. I think so,
agree.
Ritt. Now, if Devers this season was having like an amazing season, which he is very capable of. Believe me, Devers is, because oh God, I love him. But yes, but he has struggled off and on this season. So I think, don't get me wrong though, he's good, but he's struggled. So I think there's someone else that can pick up his slack. I personally think we can find someone to fill his spot in the lineup that can pick up his slack. Don't get me wrong. And he's made a lot of errors at third base. So I think we can find someone that can. I don't think it's going to be that big a blow if he goes in the IO, just the fact that it's Carita. Like, we all want to see Devers come up because he does come with some clutch hits. But I think we'll be okay as far as someone can pick up his slack. That's just me personally.
Well, the only reason I'm sitting there a little worried is because I seen yesterday, and I tweeted out immediately because they pulled David Hamilton from the lineup yesterday for the Woo Sox. So I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of looking at the ripple effect. If we don't have Devers there to play third, Urias can't keep playing third. That means you got to put Turner there. Turner, he can't sit there and play third consistently because he's battling with that heel. So,
but he will tough it out. I mean, Turner is one tough. He will lay 110% all on that field and try his. He plays with so much heart. So don't count him out.
Oh no.
He might at the end of the season. At the end of the season, he might be dead and not get out of bed for a month. But he.
Well, we don't need him on injury list either.
No.
No, I know,
Yeah,
but I'm just saying.
So that's where I think we're in a predicament because if we use him there and he does something, God forbid he snaps anything. Now
no, I understand, Ritt. I do. That's just me trying to be positive. I understand, Ritt. I really do.
So, but speaking of Turner, bam, we're gonna throw this right out there. Head on over to the Pesky Podcast.square site. Get your newly released, throw some dirt on it, Turner Tough t-shirt. Limited edition. We threw this out there. City Connect yellow with the baby powder blue letters. Woo. It's going to look really sweet because there ain't nobody tougher than Turner.
No, there's not.
No.
Turner.
God, he plays with
Turner.
so much heart. He just does.
Speaking of JT, we're going to go fair or foul again.
Lord.
JT will not be on the team next year. Ooh.
Who are you going first?
DC, let's go with you because you look like you need to wake up.
Oh, my back's killing me, man. So I can't really sit still.
You need an alignment.
I'm gonna go foul.
He's been carrying the Red Sox team. All our backs hurt. Shit.
Yeah, I'm wearing that game sport. No, I'm gonna go foul. I think he picks up his player option. I think he loves it here. The only way I could see him not being here is if he declines it and goes back to the Dodgers in some capacity.
Oh
God! Don't say that.
Don't
DC,
say it.
don't.
It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
But I'm thinking he's gonna be here. I think he had an incredible year, especially for his age, 38 years old, putting up the numbers that he is. Clutch. I think he's integrated himself into the community. He likes the area. He gets, he does so much for the area as well. So I think he stays.
I'm old. I'm cryptic now.
38 in baseball.
38 in baseball. 38 old. 48. I might as well. Let me go dig my grave now. Apparently, I've got 1 foot.
You're already over the baseball years.
No, I know.
Lord, I'm 38.
Okay.
I'm 38.
Okay.
Let me start drinking this liquor.
Well, Liz,
DC called you old.
Look, let's go with you, Liz. Do you think yourself and Turner, since you're both old, will be on the Red Sox next year?
We're gonna stay. We are gonna stay. Yeah. No, I think he is staying. I don't think he'll. No, he is not gonna go back to the Dodgers. I would just kill myself, and I will come after DC. I will. The Dodgers are like,
and she's taking DC with her.
I mean, the Dodgers are like picking up all of my damn players at this point. Like, what is going on? But no, I think Justin and his wife, I think they love Boston. I think they made some really good roots down there, up there, and I don't see him going anywhere. And plus, I mean, yeah, he's for a baseball player, he's old. So I don't think he would try to go somewhere else and just stop. I don't see that coming. I think he'll stay with us, and I'm hoping this is. So let's keep this video on for next season, and we'll be like, damn, DC. We were just trying to give him away.
Melissa, what about you?
I said, I think I'll go to Boston. Anyway, yeah, he's gonna stay. That's foul, and he's probably gonna stay and then retire here and become a coach over here. That's what I say.
Oh, I like the way you think, girl.
Yeah, that's what I say. He's gonna be around. He is gonna be in Boston for a very long time. That's my prediction and my hope, my prayer. I'm putting it out there, manifesting it.
Throw it into the
Christina?
universe. Manifest it.
I say foul. I say he's gonna stay. I think he loves it here or in Boston. Also, he's too old to move again. It's too much work on his back. He can't be doing all that can't be doing all that stuff. He already said it. He's probably telling Courtney right now, we can't do this shit anymore. No, I'm just kidding. He loves Boston. His wife loves Boston. They're really enjoying it. So I'm really, really hoping he's going to stay. And I really think he will. I think he'll be here next year. I think so, especially after this season, because even with all our ups and downs, we are just 4.5 games out of the wild card. Yes, chances realistically of us making it are slim to none. I mean, I'm going to be realistic, but I think he's seen the potential with this team. He knows what's coming up, and I think that he will say no. I'm going to stay because I think he knows he could get a championship here. Like that next year's going to be even better. That he can get to the playoffs and stuff. So I say he'll stay.
I will also say that is foul, but I say that he will not pick up his player option. I think they're going to restructure his contract, give him the same deal again, a 1 year with another player option, and he'll be with us for 2 more years. He has came here to Boston and picked up where so many others had left off, like Brock Holt, with that Turner trot he just held. He's just part of the city now, and the city embraces and loves him. Heck, Hein Bloom was even out there running, I seen. and you know, probably scouting some underdeveloped talent that he could try to sign for us.
Some pitching?
So
Was he looking for pitching? Because
Yeah, because we don't need
that.
another. Well, we might need another infielder right now, but we were looking for pitching.
Specifically,
Hey,
a long reliever.
we can always sit there and call up Bobby D again. He plays some nice third base.
Oh, hitting
Yes.
bombs. He's been hitting
That's
bombs.
what that's what Joey
Wow.
Joey said that on ITM. He was like, you call it Bobby Novak, and then he was like, okay, if you weren't paying attention, I now got your attention. He was totally joking, but yeah.
Yeah.
Left and right over there, and nowhere near doing that with us. That's just a damn shame. It's a damn shame. We don't want him back though. I don't want to see him. So let him stay wherever he is. He can stay down in AAA. That's fine. That's fine.
So, well, guys, that was our edition of Fair or Foul. It wasn't as nail biting as last time you guys were all on, and we did it because
I don't even remember what we talked about last time. What was it? What did we
well,
talk about?
well, we were
Was
talking
it
about
trade deadlines? What was it?
if AC was going to be the manager.
Oh
next
yeah, that
year,
was I didn't like that one, but you know, it was sad.
So,
Sad to think about.
but man, another episode in the books, episode 40. Man, DC, we're 10 episodes away from 50. We're going to have to do something big for 50.
Yeah, I'll leave that up to you, big dog. You got the good ideas.
I don't have any
Party.
ideas.
You have a live stream party and just go crazy with
Yeah.
the people you've had on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go
Okay.
for it.
Live
Oh,
stream.
look,
Do a live
not
walk.
all the people.
We do.
Not all the people you've had on here. There are a couple
No.
people that are uninvited.
The
all the
one
time.
that cannot be named shall not be on the show. But if we do a watch party, whoo, they'll be
Well,
Remember what we said, Christina, that we'll do a watch party. We'll all try to, and Christina's with her phone, so she'll be drunk. She'll be
I'll be like
recording the
this
ceiling.
halfway.
She'll be recording the
I'll be
ceiling,
like,
she won't even
why
know
can't
what's going on.
I see you all? Where'd you all go?
That's got to be a Friday or a Saturday because I'm definitely not going to work hungover.
Yeah.
well, hey,
Damn, DC. Wimp. Not I taught fourth graders hungover. Shoot.
You're a better person than I am. I could not. I can't handle it.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding, please.
see, I can say this now, DC. You go to work and you're almost like teaching fourth graders.
I can't comment on that.
Hey,
No.
those
No,
days,
no, I was
those
sitting
days
there
are.
and
We're watching a video today, kiddos. Clap.
Yeah.
There you go.
Enjoy
That's
the movie.
it. Enjoy the movie.
Enjoy the movie.
Education.
Wake up Miss Fuentes when it's done.
episode 50, if I planned it out right, should be the Sunday White Sox game.
Okay.
So,
Ooh.
Okay, Sunday works for
Okay.
me.
and
What's the
and
date?
if it's
early
What's the day
enough.
of the week?
the
Or the date, I mean.
24th. That's a Sunday.
Wait,
We could do a Saturday
Saturday.
410. Saturday 410 White Sox.
'Cause,
23rd.
I'm gonna need a
23rd,
day.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
fine with it, guys. Just let me know.
I'll let you guys know because I might be in Boston. They invited me to go watch the White Sox game on the 22nd.
Who? The Red Sox?
I won't record with you guys. My face there, but
I haven't got my invite list.
I know.
I'm checking.
Wait.
I'm checking.
Hey,
No,
I
I
got
still
my,
haven't got it, Liz.
I
Where
got my
is it?
jersey. I got my jersey, girls. I got my jersey.
My invite.
I'm matching
Those
jacket.
are nice.
Yeah, we got.
Where is it?
She's
Oh.
so I got
One,
one, and then
two.
Christina's 2, and then she's 3. Sox like 3.
wear once and just take a nice picture and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, but if it's Saturday, yeah, I'll let you guys know because I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll probably.
Hey,
see
no,
Jess
you can
too.
do it
Might
from
see
the
her on Saturday.
game. Just be
Yeah.
on there and be like, yeah, just
Oh,
take a second,
that's-
just pop on.
I'm gonna be
Check
drunk,
it.
y'all.
Oh,
I'm
yes,
gonna be drunk.
Like sweet Caroline, bum bum. But yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey,
is it
speaking
a
of
watch
Sweet
along?
Caroline,
Christina.
yes. Speaking of Sweet Caroline, even though we lost today, yesterday when we won, how sweet was it that when Muncie got kicked out
Oh
and
yeah, you
Roberts
can
got
hear it
kicked out
loud.
was right when they were singing
Yes.
Sweet Caroline. So the people
You
are
can
going,
hear
so
it so
good, so
loud.
good. Oh,
Yes.
like it was
It was so
perfect
good.
timing.
He
Yeah.
should have tossed the
Yeah,
ball.
it was perfect timing.
Yeah.
It was
Toss the ball.
perfect timing though, right?
Yep.
The way it
It
ended.
was like.
I mean, the way it landed.
So good. So good.
So, but
It was so
let's
good.
go around the horn. Melissa, tell everybody where they can watch your podcast, where they can get your merch, where they can talk to you.
We are on YouTube, Sox Addicts Podcast. You can follow me on Twitter at Addict Sox. You can find some awesome merch, which Christina and Liz is wearing. This is not my merch that I'm wearing, at soxaddicts, plural.com, soxaddicts.com. Check it out. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. That was my commercial.
Enjoy the
Yeah.
Christina?
show.
And enjoy the show.
Hi.
Yes.
Well, same. You find me on Sox Addicts Podcast at Twitter, CM Puentes21. That's it. I mean, pretty much. If you find Mel, you find me because I'm kind of like stuck to her like glue. And even if she tries to get rid of me, she can't because I'm like that tapeworm that never leaves.
Yeah, it was kind of weird
So
going to
she's-
a game without her. It was weird. It was odd.
Yeah, I'm stuck to her. So I did have one
My
quick
goal
thing
is-
to say. I'm so sorry, and I don't want to not trying to take over the show, but when we're talking about the schedule being hard, you are right. It's a very hard schedule. Realistically, I don't know if we can pull it out with just can't have more than 11 losses coming up. The only thing I'm afraid of is when the season ends. This is when we'll look back. Well, I know for sure I will. And this is when those easy series, like against the Pirates, against the Rockies, against the A's, are going to come back to bite us in the ass, because that's when we're going to be like, see, that's why you have to beat those easy series, because when your schedule gets this hard, at least you build up some ground. And we just didn't do that this season. So I'm hoping we can pull it out. But those early series that we lost to teams that we should have beat, that we had no business losing to, might come back to just bite us in the ass, I'm saying. And I'm hoping not, but that's when I think our team will have to reflect and look and say, hey, this is why those easy series really do
Matter.
count. Because when you have the hard schedule, at least you've racked up some games when you should have. And we just really didn't do that this season. So hopefully on to better. And next season we'll be stronger.
Liz, what about you?
Well, I'm the same here. You guys can follow our Sox Addict podcast. I'm also on Twitter, just the same, Red Sox Lover 01. One thing that I like to tell everybody is I do talk trash. So if you follow me and we're playing your team, I will talk trash about your team. Don't be sensitive about it. Just go with the flow. It's baseball. I'm passionate about my Red Sox. Some people on Twitter are like, oh my God, why would you say that? They're not cheaters. Y'all are cheaters. So just stop it. It is what it
The
is.
trash tros? Are you talking about the trash tros? Yes, they're
Yes.
cheaters.
Yeah.
They can get over
I
it.
mean, yeah.
Spicy
So
mommy hot tamale. That
it is
is
what it is, guys. I don't mean to hurt anybody's feelings, but my Red Sox are before anybody. So y'all follow me, and I'm not responsible if you guys get depressed or upset. It is what it is, okay?
Yeah.
And last but not least, my man, my co-host, my brother, DC.
I mean, I don't got much. Obviously, like I said earlier, this series coming up I think it's make or break. I think if we come out and get swept, obviously we're done. So it's a big series, biggest of the season so far. I mean, hope they pull it out and just live to fight another day. But I'm excited to see what happens.
So,
Same.
guys, thanks for coming on. Our Pesky Party
Thank
Girls.
you.
My man, DC. Thank you for being back. I'm glad to sit there and see you. We don't get to hang out like we used to, but we get to hang out here. So,
Yeah, good
guys,
to be back.
head on over to YouTube. Check us out. Head on over to Spotify, Apple Podcast, anywhere you can sit there and get us, follow us, listen, and head on over to our website. We got some great shirts out there. They're not as great quality as Sox Addicts over there, but we're trying to build a small brand here. So we've got our Mi Casas as Su Casas shirt. We've got our Throw Some Dirt on It, Turner Tough. And we also have, and it took me a while to think, and I'm like, Tanner Houck, we got to be able to do something with it.
Oh,
Hulkamania.
Hulkamania.
Yeah.
Hulkamania
Brother.
shirt. So,
Brother.
guys, check us out, follow us, sub, and until next time, thanks for listening to the Pesky Podcast.
Yay.